Okay, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here. Hopefully your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant. And today what I will be doing is I will actually be checking out a few different things with Hailey and also leveling up my weapons, because last night we had quite a blast absolutely ripping through the content, which was awesome. Hailey is crazy good. Oh, nice star. But yeah, it was a good time. So let's get started right now. Time to level my piercing light. While I am aware that there are other options that can help you shoot a little more with Hailey, I do have to say that piercing light is still my choice. I like it quite a bit, and yeah. Hey BVS, what up? Wait a second. My sound is doing the thing. What is going on here? Oh gosh, give me a second. I love my headphones, but I swear I hate it when they malfunction slightly. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, let me capture the game. I have to tell you, Richard, I do apologize. I will not be discussing other games right now. But I do have to say that it is very fun. Okay, but let's enter the discussion around TFD. I hope everybody's having a good day today. And Richard, the big problem with Molten Fortress is not so much that randoms can't shoot a switch. The other problem is that a lot of them don't shoot the balls. So it can be a pretty difficult situation to overcome. So I do understand the struggle. Molten Fortress is what we usually take on Saturdays when people, you know, like when we do our boss night, then yeah, we start to murder Molten Fortress there. You should, what I would certainly suggest is that I may be on it, maybe later in the evening, you know, but yeah, I love it. It's good stuff. I've been wearing a headset for days, Star. Have you not watched the streams? This Star, I swear. But yes. Hey George, good to see you. Only just saw the chat there. How you doing? But yeah, it's definitely a fun and entertaining game. You won't want to miss out. I'll say that much. Hey DJ, Petro, good to see you. Okay, let me finish tweeting. So, time to speed level weapons and make everything awesome today. Let's have some fun on First Descendant. Oh yeah. Okay, everything looks settled. How's the headset dent? Fantastic. Because my hair still looks good. Okay. Now, first and foremost, I've got to set up my stiff.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Okay. First, we will begin with a little bit of the Farmageddon, but let me just go pull up stream chat.
You want to go ahead and shoot me an invite?
You playing TFD? Now that is a surprise, but yeah, sure.
I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit tonight.
Wow, I should be so honored. Sure. I'm gonna go get some brains first. Lol, Petro. Hey, David. Okay, so there's a few things, like I said, we need to achieve today. As you know, Hailey is cool. She is now the official I win button. But before I go in and do anything, I've already shot an invite to Princess Star. Please bear with me because I'm going to change a few modules around. Okay. I see. Okay. So it still was not guaranteed. Ah, I thought I could slightly, ever so slightly. This changes things. I mean, not by a lot, but it does change things. But that's also fair. Okay, now that I know that. But why is this so low is what I want to know. I'm so confused. Sorry guys, give me 1 second and please bear with me. I'm almost done before I begin anything.
So Viessa and Lepic are the only two I haven't max catalyzed yet. So I'm debating on which one to use.
Viessa and Lepic, huh?
Yuppers.
Well, you can use Viessa if you'd like. That's one option, always. I'm trying to think right now. If I put this here, and if I were to put a little bit extra here, what could I include that would help me out? Because I could squeeze just a tiny bit more damage. Just a small bit, you know? I think if I could squeeze in just a tiny bit more damage, I could.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I could. If 8 plus 2 would give me, yeah, okay, so maybe 2 more catalysts roundabout. Sounds just right. Yep, okay. This is what I would do. Making sure of perfection under all circumstances. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to. I don't think I have a choice. I might need to swap this back, and then I will just simply have to adjust both of these and then put in a normal slot there. Okay, I understand the plan and I know what to do. Ah, but since Star is here, she can also help me level my Hailey. Well, later anyway.
I've been playing so much of another game that this one, oh man, my hands got to get used to this again. Meow.
Yeah, don't worry. There's not much to get used to.
I'm hitting other buttons for other things.
Anyway.
This one is A for interact, and the other one is
indeed.
A.
Well, hopefully you'll get it right. Okay, let me just answer a few questions in chat before we start. Petro, 250% does not affect the drop rate. I've mentioned that before. Any tips on finding dangerous ambush? No, not really, because if you like I said, like I've always said, you can just type in any mod here. You go and see the acquisition info. There's no easy way around it. You can try Swamp Walker hard. That's probably the best way, but that's about it. I usually just recommend if there's a Void Fragment or a hard mode boss, these two are the best ways. Other than that, just do the missions. And other than that, hey Umbra, good to see you. Now, as for the rest of you, hey Midnight, don't forget to like the stream and share the stream if you haven't already. Okay, first I go harvest brains and also level weapons at the same time. Why? Because I'm a legend like that. Let's go. After that, you can help me level my Hailey. But yes, welcome all human beings.
My VSA.
Don't worry, I will summon your bunny soon. But gotta take some advantage while you're here. Nice job, Umbra. Well done. No problem, Richard. Hey, Jolyn, how's it going? Also, just to keep things similar, I think I will try.
My shield.
Okay, take your time to come up. Now, a lot of people, I have to say, have been asking about the high voltage farming build. So, listen, I'm sure you will, George. You are legendary.
Out of my way.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what he has in the works over there.
Why, you little.
Me too. Very rare people say surprise. So what is surprise? I wonder. Well, yeah, you take your time, George. No rush. And of course, if you want to join us, let me know. Always got spots open here. Ah, so this won't work. This won't work quite as well here. Okay, noted. Am I in public?
Yeah.
Ah, of course, of course. On brand for me, right?
A little bit. But
And-
I didn't realize either, so.
Oh, I'm even using the wrong build for Bunny. On brand for me. It's great.
I can't help you with that one, right?
It's a legend. What can I do?
My shield.
I gotta switch the options back. Ugh.
Serious? Shit.
As much as I don't want two different controls for two different games, I cannot. On SM2, I can bear with the, like, toggle sprint doesn't bother me on SM2, but here, it bothers me so much. But in SM2, I have to adjust it so because, like, of the way that certain attacks change. Hey, Track, how's it going, mate? How hast thou been, my friend? Oh, I mean, I'm always gonna do good in missions because that has nothing to do with the build setup. That's just me balling. But no, this would go faster if I had my farming build, because if I have my farming build, then basically I'm able to do and pull off some swanky-danky maneuvers. But now, and also, like, because this build was originally intended for bossing, it is designed for maxing out the damage to bosses, where me sprinting forever is not as big of a deal. Like, I don't care about sprinting forever. George, you legend. 50 gifted memberships, huh? Thank you very much. Let me just put you up there. You are indeed legendary now.
Hey, George.
Cheers, mate. Sorry, chat. If you've got any questions, you have to wait a while. Because the chat and the chatbot's gonna go for a while. So you have to wait till it catches up. But thank you, George. I appreciate that. I can see that that's a supplement for a different game. keeping me in business. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. It is very, very much appreciated. Thank you.
A new member has arrived.
Truly, you're a champ.
A new member has arrived.
Look at it, it's still going in chat. Like, I don't think I'll be able to like see stuff for a while. Whoops. But sorry if I miss any questions during this time. Just make sure to ask it again. But thank you so much. Thank you, truly. Georgie is a legend. By the way, speaking of some other things that are legendary, I was trying to do a little bit of leveling last night, right? For the other game. And okay, hang on, wait. I'll take us back to town while you clear inventory there. But when I was trying to level last night, I was playing alone, right? And I still had a red bar. Can you believe that? I still had a red bar connection playing alone with 2 AIs and a red bar.
What?
I was like, what is this shenanigans? And I tried I tried playing heavy with the red bar and it did not go well. I was like,
How does that even happen though? Like,
I don't know. I think there's just no servers in my part of the world. There's just nothing here. And that's why like there's like permanent red bar, because there's nothing, like legitimately nothing in this part of the world. And it's that bad. And I was like, wow. I was genuinely sad. Please thank George.
I used to have that life for yeah, about almost 2 decades. Dial up and then satellite. It was a terrible childhood with internet.
Yep. I can understand that. Alright, we're deploying to the same area again. This time, don't worry, I have a proper build equipped. So I won't be terrible. Okay. I shall indeed, George. But thank you very much. That was indeed legendary. Hey, Tommy.
A new member has arrived.
George the Legend. Very true. I don't think anyone's ever gifted as many in one shot before. So that is pretty awesome. Thank you. Alright. Now to do some larvaling.
A new member has arrived.
In the meantime, keep liking the stream, everybody. I will be very grateful if you do. And we shall make some awesome stuff happen. I forgot to go in public, didn't I? Sorry, private. Hey, wait, one more time. I almost had it right. Almost had it right.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
A new member has arrived.
Very, very on brand. Very on brand for me.
It's because I'm here, finally. I'm messing everything up, meow.
No, not really. I just forget because it doesn't really bother me anymore. I'm just like, you know, I don't really have to. Because I'm never in the field anymore. But today I ran out of brains, so I'm like, okay. Doing that again.
I have like 196.
Yep.
That has lots of brains.
I need more.
A new member
Keep
has
spending them.
arrived.
Spending
I'm
them
actually
all.
getting low on the blueprints for the catalyzations.
Yeah, so am I, because I spent so many on Hailey and all these weapons and
A
everything.
new member
Yeah.
has
But
arrived.
I've got all this amorphous, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go insta-murder stuff.
A new member has arrived.
Yes, everybody. Those who get one, please do thank our George. He works very hard. And he has blessed us all, so thank you very much. That's the way.
Member has arrived.
Enjoy the badge and emoji for a month.
You can't escape.
Please do. He is a good man.
It's almost that time I
Member
can
has arrived.
start using mine again and show George what's up.
Lol. You have expenses to settle first. Settle them first.
Oh, that's just what I said. We're almost there. We are almost there.
Almost there, yeah.
He's in the jungle. I'm almost out in the woods, you know?
That is one hell of a comparison, but yes. Please remember to take care of yourselves, Battle Brothers. Otherwise, I'll have no Battle Brothers to play with. But Truffles did get the game as well, and he's off this week, which is why I was like, okay, you know what? My
Ooh.
younger brother rarely has time to play, so that's the only reason I'm doing like one in the evening and one tomorrow. Because I was like, because normally I'd be like, okay, gotta make some money, but you can always make money next week. But family,
A new member
always
has
gotta
arrived.
appreciate family.
Try to take a nap for that.
Not yet, Chadwick, because I want a perfected reactor for her. Like, honestly, compared to Hailey, Glade just cannot compete. Like, when you see my Hailey sniper build, she's just a one-shotting machine. Well, later you'll see what I mean. Because, I'm sure before she goes, Star will help me get at least one full level on Hailey. Like, genuinely, she's a beast of a character, and she will just absolutely rip and tear you to shreds.
A new member has arrived.
Glade still #1 in my heart.
Yeah, I squeezed every possible bit of damage into,
Has arrived.
I seen the video earlier that you did, the gun build. Yeah, I seen it.
Yep. I mean, Glade's still good, no doubt, but
She
you know,
is, I love her.
it's hard to compete with Hailey that has like insane criticals and everything, and like she just goes nutty.
You think she's better than Lepic?
In my personal opinion, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you stuff like 7 rounds into her sniper, now I'm up to 6, but I can squeeze one more bullet in. She gets 7 shots of huge, massive damage, boosted by piercing light, boosted by everything. Like, it gets pretty nutty. So yeah, she can do some serious damage.
A new member has arrived.
My brain wants me to hit the X instead of A so bad.
Wait, what?
A new member has arrived.
Whoa.
That's the last one.
I put this bomb in earlier.
Yeah, it
Why
says
is it
look,
up
amount
there?
seized 4 out of 4.
A new
Yeah.
member has arrived.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna do this the normal way. I'm gonna abort this mission, right? Okay, so you aborted too, and we'll just start it up again. Cause what the hell?
Yeah, no, I even took the
new
bomb
member
over
has
her.
arrived.
Like, what the heck was up with that?
Okay.
A new member has arrived.
Yeah, some people use that as well. My only answer to that is that you do have to account for the fact that you will have much more skill damage, yes, but your firearm attack factor is a lot lower. Like, the base of a
new
impact
member has
hand
arrived.
cannon is 38, whereas the base of a sniper is 138. So I have seen that track, but I feel that it is still much more worth it to have a bigger shot.
A new member has arrived.
That's how I feel anyway.
You little.
Okay, starting the mission.
A new member
What
has
was
arrived.
happening? I still have my Thundercade mounting on, but I took it off to level up other weapons. That's okay. Okay. I fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I keep 3 to 4 reactors for each character.
Lol. Understandable. Because much like the Python, it takes your base and then multiplies that base damage. So, considering that the piercing light goes up to like 200 something firearm attack, it generally does a lot more. So I'd rather shoot less overall, and shoot for higher damage. But that being said, I have heard that the scout rifle that's coming will also be pretty good. So that might be what I'll try with payout in future. But yeah, there's always options. And I'm okay with those options.
Just join.
That would be me.
It is a George.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. Legendary.
What up? Today, George went from normal George to ultimate George. How you doing today,
He
pal?
evolved his true self.
Yep. All I know is good luck to you guys on the heavies because playing on red bars is not fun. I will stick with my sword. I hope that genuinely though for that one game, I do hope that they fix their servers because it seems to me like connectivity issues are the biggest headache for them right now. They need to ensure better connections.
I don't really have
worldwide.
any issues other than worldwide. There you go. That's really the only time I have issues.
Exactly.
You know, playing with y'all, or you.
Playing with me
specifically.
specifically, yes.
Yeah,
I know.
specifically you. Yes.
I do not disagree. I do not disagree. Because playing... Wow, that sounds wrong if it comes out. But yes, playing by myself, you know, is also horrifying. And I'm like, this is not supposed to be how this works. I feel that I mean, if this game as an MMO can make everything relatively smooth, then surely they can as well.
I'm sure they will.
More like they had better, or else they're gonna taste the weight of my slipper. No, I feel that track. I 100% feel that. It's just that I worked so hard on the piercing lights. I'm just like, eh. I technically could do it on the Zastras, on my Nenes as well, but yeah. On my Nene.
Watch me whip out my nene.
Sounds
I'm
about
funny
left.
sometimes.
Sounds about left. Okay. Restart. I'm sorry, BZ man. You might want to clarify your statement. What do you mean they be in trouble? Because mastery rank doesn't really matter in this game. Unless you are desperate for more inventory space. Mastery rank has no impact on your gameplay. So, I'm just hovering at 23 because I am re-leveling weapons rather than leveling something afresh. I mean, I could get 27 tomorrow. All I have to do is just put together the weapons I'm missing, level them once to 40, which takes under an hour, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. So...
I'm actually only 40,000 off of 20 finally.
Yeah. It's just the number of descendants you make and stuff like that. Oh, right.
I still haven't even fully finished my endo yet. He's still at like 27 or 28. I haven't even gotten him to 40. I mean, I only ever use them when we vault hunt.
True. Which we will do shortly. Well,
Okay.
after
I have a
other stuff.
lot of code.
Yeah, actually I can vault hunt. I can vault hunt on my own tomorrow because I'm not hard up on the vault stuff. I must level. The brains though, I know I need, but the vault hunting, yeah, I can wait on that.
So after we do brains, you're gonna switch over your Hailey?
Yep.
Okay, I'll switch over to my bunny.
Yeah, I just need 1 or 2 levels there. It doesn't take long. I've got boosters in my mailbox. Oh, you're talking about that. I can't remember. I thought it was possible to get 27, or so I heard. I would not know yet, so I cannot confirm or deny.
I've seen it.
It could be an exploit to reach there, but it might also be possible because I remember that 26 was the max in the preseason, and even with Peacemaker, it was like that. But now that we have both Excava and Hailey, 27 might be possible theoretically. So I don't think it's impossible. Just that you have to have everything in the game farmed up. So I cannot say for sure whether or not there's an exploit for that. I know that once Ultimate Fairiness comes out, 27 will definitely be possible.
October 10th, right?
Yep. October 10th
That's
is the day.
That is what I'm ready for.
Lull. I think a lot of people are ready for it because all of them bought Hailey and then like now they have nothing to do. I'm like, yeah, well, good luck. It's like you shot yourself in the foot.
I could, yeah, no, like I could grind for Hailey. I really could, you know. Just, you know, the other game, you know.
Lull. Well, it's up to each individual what they grind for. There we go. It's up to each individual what they grind for anyway. As long as you're having fun, don't burn yourself out. It's like that. Just enjoy yourself. That's the only crucial thing. So for me, I make no bones about the fact that some people are taking a break and breather from this. Like, that's okay to me. The only ones that I've got an issue with are those that like literally bought out everything and they're like, oh, there's nothing to do. I'm like, yeah, because you were supposed to, I don't know, earn it. And then you can buy cosmetics. You want to buy both, that's up to you, but hey. Either way, when it comes to spending, you know, don't get me wrong, I've seen my fair share of people swiping and they're still swiping. So I'm happy enough. It only feels far away if you've got nothing to do. I've got tons to do, so I'm happy enough. Like I said, when it comes to this kind of thing, like, I'm very relaxed because August, September, things always drop off. People are in school, doing their shenanigans, all that kind of stuff. EU starts school as well, so there's been a drop off there. Because US is August mostly. Then EU starts school around now. So you'll see a lot more busyness from the parents as well because they'll have less time to play. Things like that. You know, then things ease up toward the end of the year again. So this type of game, it always goes in cycles. Same with the content, but I'm not seeing any drops in my content really. And the revenue's still coming in, so I'm very relaxed. Normally when games start to show a decline, like with a certain other game that we played before, you know, when games start to show a decline, it's very hard for me to stay stable on it. But I can certainly say I do not have this problem with TFD, and I'm so grateful because even if I want to branch out and experiment with other stuff, I've still got TFD as a big stable, so I'm happy with that. And there's still so much for me to do, so many builds to experiment with, work on, so stage by stage, you know, we keep going. And the more I try and experiment, the better I get, so I know my way around a few things now.
There's still way more than plenty enough for me to do. Just, you know, I gotta fit in other games at the same time.
Yep. Time is the great enemy.
The worst one in the world. Even having as much time as I have with, you know, my Somnia Spirit HD, I still need so much more time.
Same with me as a content creator. You know, it's never enough time.
Never.
Trevin Plays, have you seen my video on how to level weapon proficiency? Because if you haven't, that is a must watch. It not only describes 2 of the best ways that you can do that, but the video can be found in my playlist, alright? I use block hyper mining a lot, but the bunny cave is also an absolutely viable option, depending on how fast you go. And it takes longer than Descendants, because now hard mode infiltrations, they do have bonuses for Descendant leveling. So it's actually, and you will get a chance to see that, because basically I'll get Star to run me through Biolab. You can level Descendants pretty easily, but the other side to it, you know, the brighter side of death, as we like to call it, the other side to it is that weapons are based on kills mostly. So as you can see, like all the kills that we get, you know, and it doesn't matter who kills it as long as you're within the XP sharing range. But weapon proficiency, leveling it up, like I can sort of semi-level it here because there's so many to kill while getting brains and stuff, but it doesn't mean that this is the only way to do it. So you have to understand that overall, if you want to level up your weapons and things like that fast, it's all kill based, and therefore there are only a few activities that have as many kills as like this kind of stuff. Yep. Feel free to do so. Just make sure you bookmark the playlist, because a lot of the info that you will need in this game, I promise you, is all in that playlist. I try to make sure that no brains. Oh, there are brains down here. Come on. But yeah, I try to make sure that all the information, all the crucial information, is all condensed into videos, and I post it there. Of course I do, Luca. Make sure to check out my endgame bunny bossing build. That is absolutely crucial. Endgame bunny farming build. I'll also post the high voltage farming build, but they're all on my channel already. So again, please go to the playlist. All my videos are in the playlist. All right, it is absolutely crucial that you guys go there, because if you guys go there and you have a look-see, I am more than certain that you guys will get a chance to really learn a lot more about this game. So please, please, please do check stuff out. All right, I don't make these videos for fun. I promise you that they're all useful. If you go to the playlist, dude, go to the playlist. Scroll through the playlist. It's in there.
Detected.
It's called Endgame Bunny Bossing Build, Endgame Bunny Farming Build, okay? It's all in that playlist. In fact, I can double check it right now. I'll just double check that it's still in there. Okay, give us a second. Yep, it's right here. Make sure to check not only the text, but also a thumbnail. There's Endgame Bunny build for bosses, Endgame Bunny build for farming. So please make sure you check the thumbnails and the text. Alright, both are excellent, and they will help you out tremendously. Yep, it's in the playlist. So if you really cannot find it in the playlist, alright, try looking through the playlist, because you need to know how to navigate the playlist. If you cannot find the videos in the playlist, then you can ask me tomorrow and I'll happily link you. But all of my builds, all of my work is in that playlist, guaranteed. There is not a single video missing from that playlist. Thank you, Leon. I have no trouble succeeding, so I appreciate that. Okay. Especially with the great support from the people, I'll be alright. Starting the mission one more time. What more do I need? Oh yeah, this will be the last run. We're all good. But yes, after this, all your bunny has to do is run my Hailey through Biolab.
We're gonna do block hyper afterward.
Block hyper is later on, actually, because I only need Descendant leveling. Biolab should be sufficient. Should.
Okay.
Out of my way!
I've spent so many catalysts on Hailey, not even gonna lie. But I need her perfect. And then one of the other days that I play in the morning or whatever, I will help you open up Amorphous with my awesome sniping. Just literally have to go to the boss, pew pew pew, and then the boss dies.
So should I use one pump chop and you use your sniper?
Technically, yes. That does work. If you one pump chump after I down the enemy, like you can get a lot of shots off. Or even before, but either way, like you just get a lot of shots off.
I feel like we could kill it just that.
I mean, that's the idea. Basically, the bosses are supposed to be a joke. Just you have two massive damage dealers and just smoke them. Hey, Jimbo. I have the catalyst cooking non-stop, but even then, because I do like perfected builds, like my god, the cost is heavy. I mean, in the long term, it helps me out because then every single weapon is leveled up, but I still got the Excava to work on. You know, there's so much to do. And I got reactors to farm. Like, I still don't have a perfected reactor for Hailey.
I think the only perfected one I have, like legitimate perfected, is for my bunny.
Understandable.
And I got super lucky on that.
Mm-hmm.
First go.
Yep.
Did you already pick the bomb to beat? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I got scared there for a moment.
Traven plays. I have to be honest with you. I do have a Discord, but it's entirely private. Only my top channel investors can get in. So you have to be a top tier channel member if you wanna get in with us, and that's how we do things. Why do we do it that way? It's because we like to ensure that those people that do play with us regularly are people that we can trust and won't, you know, compromise my career, things like that. So yeah, it's bugged again.
It's bugged.
That's
Yep.
okay. We got the brains we needed, so I'm satisfied enough. So yeah, if you decide after hanging out with us for a long time, like if you just need the help with gluttony, then that's probably not a good reason to commit to that, because it is a monthly commitment and it is expensive. You're gonna need at least a Plus Ultra membership, and you need to show some serious love. But yeah, this is something that people usually only do after they follow me for a long time and they decide that this is the streamer that they want to support for however long, and you know that this is the place that they want to be, regardless of the different games that we play and stuff like that. So yeah, think about it seriously. Otherwise, you can seek help in the official Discord. There's plenty of people in the official Discord, which you can access from the First Descendant website. They might be able to help you with gluttony there. And on Saturday, yes, we also have boss nights, but depends on whether or not that fits your time zone. Also depends on how often we can do that, because gluttony is a bit hard to do on a Saturday. I need a very, very solid Valby, and so far we only have Haza as a pure Valby player. Why is Valby important for gluttony? Because somebody needs to cool him down while the rest of us deal all the damage. So I can do about...
Max out Valby.
Do you know how to do the thing though? And besides,
I did it for Arcane.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can try to show up on a Saturday night, but you're usually asleep.
Wait, there's a driver update?
Could be.
I just got a driver update.
Oh yeah. Update it after. Okay, I've taken the XP boost. Ah. Well, that's a nice one, Snacks. But yes, sometimes having the wrong weapon, I hope they add a reroll for reactors, because you get a gold roll, but the weapon is wrong and you're just like, ugh, and you have to toss it aside. Why do you think she won't do anything to it? I believe that she will absolutely rip it to shreds. Okay. Let me see. First, we will swap to Hailey. Okay. So now, let me see. do have character XP modifier gains. And here, I'll put on my firearm proficiency. Then... where is it? There we go. Temporarily, this will work. And I will also, give me 1 second, swap this over to a heavy bolter.
Catalyzing my bunny really quick shouldn't really affect anything, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
You go ahead. I am almost done
not?
myself. I just need to put in this. That. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
I'm going to do a little extra work. Sorry guys, just doing a little extra work, like I said.
Do,
It will not
do you
take
just
long.
typically use the bossing builds for these, or you just stick with a farming build?
For me it just depends. Like I do sometimes use bossing builds, but it depends on what I need. For Bunny, if I'm running Biolab just as an example, I will use my high voltage, but I will change the defense to maximize range. If I'm, because we're gonna do block hyper mining first, and then we'll go hit Biolab. So block hyper mining, I will use either the ring, which is faster, or if I'm lazy, I'll just use the farming version of the high voltage, which basically I swap my spear and shield to maximize range, giving myself 25-meter range on the high voltage, which is basically hilarious. Then I'll swap dangerous ambush to MP collector just to keep myself in business, and that's about it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, actually, since I just catalyzed her, I was able to bump that maximize range up a couple more times too. So that was okay. That's why I was just wondering. I haven't ran a boss build yet for one of these. Just the
Okay.
farming build.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, because my Hailey is at level 39 right now, so if she goes into block hyper mining, I can catalyze her midway. Afterglow is definitely a good sniper. Well, Ahmed, that's because Gluttony's immune to skill crits, dude. So everyone figured out that firearm damage is better, and Hailey can do both firearm damage and skills, so it's not going to be a problem, dude. Hailey will be able to overcome that. This is why don't have biased judgments unless you fully understand everything. Because when it comes to Gluttony, right? Gluttony is weak against firearm attack. This is pretty much what the devs have designed him for, and they're going to design every boss differently. So it could be that the next one is skill based. Then what are you going to do? And maybe you need Hailey's sniper build for that. So don't ever, like, what I would say is that don't ever be negative. Don't ever hope that, oh, everyone's going to do this and they're going to suffer. No. That's the wrong mentality to have. As a community, we should always be positive, you know? We should always hope for the best. What we should be thinking is how to overcome the challenge together. Never be vindictive or venomous in life. That is the wrong way to live your life, my guys. Afterglow is definitely a good sniper. I love its effect. If you check it out, the Afterglow sword, the unique ability is that it has this death propagation, whereby it'll last 5 seconds. Max stacks is 6, but it'll increase the amount of weak point damage you do, and yeah, it just gets crazy. And upon hitting a Colossus, you gain additional critical hit rate. It's also got very good base stats, because as far as I know, it's got a 2x multiplier with a 50% crit rate. The thing is that its base firearm damage is lower than Piercing Light. So if you look at Piercing Light, alright, Piercing Light has almost double the firearm attack damage, but a much lower critical hit damage multiplier. The rate is good, but the multiplier is not that great. The weak point damage is very good here though, which works really well with Hailey. The key is that this one has a lot of firearm attacks, so a lot of people like Piercing Light. Excuse me. Okay, you ready, Star?
Yepper.
Okay, good sounds, good sounds. Just making sure I have this. Alright. I'm gonna be 100% totally reliant on you. Why? Because that's what heroes do. They rely solely on their friends to do everything for them. Like a real legend. Alright, let's go. This and a few biolab runs and I should be settled. Which is a better burst for Ajax, Greg, or Secret Garden? I believe Ajax has a tech skill, so technically you could use Secret Garden. Up to you though, Bouncer. I don't really play Ajax that much. Yeah, George is in chat. Well, he's here. I don't know if he's in chat, but he's here with me.
Yes, I am in chat.
Well, there's your answer right there.
So, what do you want to know?
I think he got his question answered. But either way, yes.
Objective confirmed. Selecting objective. Setting objective.
Petrocop's also an Ajax main? Yes. Although I don't recall his damage was that great. I'll have to judge him another day.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
The thing is, take your time when you're working on stuff. Yep, I will 100% roast Petro every time. Until I see him deal 90 million damage, I must roast Petro. Gotta make sure everybody's up to snuff, you know? Yeah, if you get his cooldowns really low. I was thinking that when I eventually have to level up Ajax, I'll see how low I can get his cooldowns and just go with that. Because theoretically with multi-talented, if you use the skills in the right way, you can pull off some serious stunts. Okay, I can catalyze. Finally. Give me a moment, eh? Yeah. I've got to put a little stop there. It's perfect. Yeah. I just need one more over there. And we're settled. Right. Back to level 1. Yes. Yes. There's also a B. Okay. Headed to B.
Setting objective. Selecting objective.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Lol. Oh, sorry. Let me bring back the screen. Apologies for that, ladies and gents. And yes, unfortunately, like if you don't look at where you're aiming, it's gonna be problematic. Aiming properly is very crucial to dealing high damage. So we shall see, Petro. I hope you will be better on the next round. Yeah. I will judge you. I will judge your skills. Not really, Ahmed. I don't buy my power, and I'd rather test things properly. So it's not that I'm late on my builds, I just don't buy the catalyst. I mean, look, most of the people that bought all their stuff, they're all bored, they've all become bored of the game and they've already quit. So I mean, it's up to each individual, but I don't think I'm late at all. I take my time, I enjoy the game, and I build properly. I think that only by going through the processes stage by stage are you really able to understand and build correctly. So for me, it doesn't matter. Like, if you guys want to trust the people that come out with the stuff early, you can trust them. It's up to you. I don't worry about it. Because I know that at the end of the day, my work is quality. Because everybody keeps coming back and they always say like, man, I'm still waiting for your build. I'm still waiting for your build. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I got you. So yeah, I'm never late. A wizard is never early or late. He arrives precisely when he's meant to.
Selecting objective.
Yep.
And witches, we just do what we want.
No, that's fair. But yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, for me, I want to not only do this free to play, to show people that I can really, that everybody can do it, you know? The same as everybody else. Like, you don't have to spend heavily. Because there's no point in me coming up with something and then it's imperfect. Like, I believe strongly in the iterative process. Machine learning. I don't think anyone complains if you pump it out too fast. Like, I'm pretty sure they'd be happy with that. So, rather, I think that it might be better if I go faster, but the fact of the matter is I do not want to buy power, and I will never buy power. I strictly follow that rule, and I think it is worthless to do that. Because at the end of the day, even if I throw you guys a build every single day, there's no point. C first, because the rest are far. But again, it's up to the individual. Like, some people are like, oh, Asian robot's too slow, I'll follow somebody else. And you know what happens? They come back later on like, hey, I'm using your build. I'm like, and the thing is, people think I don't remember, but I know every single one of my people, and I know who's going to who and who visits other people, and they'll check out stuff, and then yeah, they always come back. They always come back and they're like, yeah, I'm using yours. I'm like, yeah. I know you were trying somebody else's as a reference. I know you were working with somebody else, but at the end of the day, you come crawling right back to the robot, don't you?
Shield at 0%.
I'm not a perfectionist. I just have honor in gaming. I don't want to do things that is difficult for other people to do. Like, if I can't do it myself, I won't make other people do it. That's my rule of life, not just gaming. Oh, that's because of other content creators being absolute losers. Like there's this one other guy, I'm not gonna name his name, but he knows who he is. But he is trying to compete with me, but he's not even an official creator. He keeps trying to compete with me, and what he does is that he sends his minions to say that his builds are first, and therefore I cannot post. So they will try and accuse me of like stealing the content, things like this. So ever since then, I just hide my screen, and then when the build is ready, because people will see the streams and how much testing I've done, then when the build is ready, then I finally post it, and then that way people know that I've worked on it myself. And plus, at the same time, it stops them from stealing my ideas. So yeah, that's why I do it that way. Because at the end of the day, the thing that I hate most is the whole drama where people are trying to act like, oh, you know, I made this first, so therefore I'm the creator. No, you're not, dude. Anybody can come up with anything. We've all got the same mods in the game. It's all about experimenting and finding the right way and then delivering that to my audience. So me, I do my builds for my audience, but due to other creators' misbehavior and very, very unprofessional attitude, I have had to take the measures that I do. Usually once the build is posted, I do not hide the screen anymore. I only hide the screen for anything that I haven't posted and that I'm working on. Of course, Leon.
New subscriber detected.
Like I said, I really go through the testing process. I do not cut corners. I do not skimp. That's why, like, when people see my stuff, they know it's 100% gonna work. And if you use your own build, that's okay, Mr. Tay. Go ahead. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I say, everybody does whatever they want. Like, my builds provide a good reference for those that don't want to build themselves or that may not know how to build themselves. Like, that's what my builds are here to do. I'm here to deliver that, you know, people check it out, they enjoy, and then off they go.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this
There's
unit
nothing
first.
wrong with it, and there's certainly no problems with it. Well, thank you, Rocket Man.
Gotten a Morpheus. I've gotten a Morpheus every time but once. And the one time I got gold was on the first report.
Lol.
Like,
Hashtag sad. But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for saying that, Rocket Man. I really do appreciate it. And of course, thank you, Star, for helping me with the leveling. When it comes to the quality of the explanations and things like that, I think a lot of people maybe they don't know or they haven't found out yet, maybe because they're new to the channel, but the main reason why I'm so detailed is because I do this as a job, as a career. I'm not just here to be famous or whatever. Like, I don't care about that. I'm here to make an actual income. So building customer trust or client trust is very, very important. Therefore, for me, I'd rather take a longer time to get the information correct, and therefore when I explain something, I know the reason why. If I don't know the reason why, I will say I don't know, or I'll go and test it at a later time. This is all very important because it's all a big part of customer service. If my customers don't feel comfortable with me, you're not going to get returning viewers, you're not going to get people coming back to watch your stuff, and you're certainly not going to get people to come back and rely on you. You know, this is why we also have a lot of trolls that they say they hate my channel, but they come back time and time again. You know, they're here all the time. Some of them practically are closet fans.
Objective confirmed.
So yeah, I'm not saying don't watch other creators. I will never say that because hurting somebody else's business is just bad, you know? But unfortunately, there are a lot of creators out there who misinform the public. They do not act professionally. They act like children. They behave like toddlers. Like I said, there's that one guy, again, I'm not going to get into drama, so I'm not going to name him, but honestly, he is the only creator that I would, like, if I could name him, I would tell people just don't watch this guy. Like, he's the only one that I would do that to because he is genuinely the worst person ever. He tries to hold himself out as a great builder, but he's really not. Yeah, that one guy, like, aside from him, everybody deserves a chance, and I think that most creators are just doing their best. So I like for people to experiment, and some people do experiment, but the fact of the matter is most of them do come back. The socket types are more than enough for people to figure out the mod, so I apologize, Ahmed, but I'm not going to do that. I keep everything strictly confidential until I'm ready, then I will post. So my apologies, but that is the way that I will do things. I cannot change that for anyone. So you have my sincerest apologies. B, okay, Star is taking care of B, that's good. I'll head to C a little bit. Yep, pretty much, Damien. And that's why, again, I have to, no matter what, no matter how angry I get sometimes, like, despite being accused constantly of everything that these people are the ones doing, I have to keep my cool. I just have to stay, you know, I just gotta keep it 300 and just accept it. Sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin and say, like, look, okay, these people say I'm this, they say I'm that. I just have to say, well, you know, you do your thing, I'm gonna do mine, and at the end of the day, we'll see who comes out on top. Bunny's biggest weakness is lasers. Nah, Bunny has no weaknesses. I mean, as you can see, Star.
Run and kill.
Yeah, Star is just absolutely wiping everything. No weakness. You can be level 1 and wipe everything. That's why I use Bunny for invasions. Like, what people need to understand is that it's not so much that each Descendant has a weakness, but rather each Descendant has content that they are strong against. And Bunny is the farming speedrunning champion. That's why invasions are best done with Bunny or Valby, because the invasions were designed to speed run, and they said as much during the thing, although they should have emphasized more that it was endgame content, but they did say that this is all about speedrunning. And a lot of people didn't do that. They wanted to play the invasions with the character that they had already. You were seeing them run around with like all these different characters, but it wasn't doing anything for them. See, that's the key difference. Okay, my Hailey is already level 26. Just a couple runs of Biolab, and then I can let you go. All right.
23 level. Oh no, 24 levels. Okay, I got
Yep.
24 levels. That.
Pretty much. Only reason I've got slightly more is I have a component as well. That's giving
Forgot
me
to use
even
a
more.
boost. Oh, I'm not even using a boost. I forgot.
It's okay. The levels are fast.
Oh no, they are. Especially what they compared to what they used to be.
Absolutely.
I mean, back in the day, what the levels I just got would have been done with the boost. You know.
Yep. Which is why it's like absolutely awesome. Like they've buffed. Just wait until you see Biolab. Just look, you're gonna get like 4 or 5 levels per run. It's so fast now. Okay. I'll go for the catalyzation blueprints. It'll just be you and me, so it'll go pretty quick. Let's go. Understandable, Ahmed. Well, look, Hailey's builds will be done by next week, so don't worry too much. And thank you, Leon, for appreciating my honesty. Whatever I do, I always make sure that as long as my people have the same thing, you'll be able to do the same damage. And yes, a lot of people do lie. A lot of people, they'll give you only half the story because look, I'll tell you why. And this has happened with a lot of other games, not just this. But the reason why a lot of YouTubers lie or fail to give you guys the full story is because they want you guys to go to the channel and say, "Oh, I tried your stuff. It didn't work 100%. What should I do?" And then that's when they'll hit you with the, "Oh, well, if you join my Discord, you know, I can help you fix stuff, or you know, you gotta be in, you know, you gotta be in the inner circle, things like that." Like me, I'm just straight up, look, the only thing that you need to be in the inner circle for is if you want to play with me, because that is only for my friends, basically, my friends and my biggest supporters. So yeah, that's the only time that you'll ever see me say that, you know, you actually need me. Rather, I have the opposite mentality. Again, I'm customer service oriented. I don't want my viewers to need to rely on me to get stuff done. Like, my viewers should be able to do everything that I'm doing with no difficulty and no additional cost. As long as they've got the same stuff that I show, then that's all you need. And Balancer, I don't think that was the devs' original plan. That was the plan that they made after hearing a lot of suggestions from us. Because look, I'll be real with you, and this is one of the few times where I'll just openly name the game, but when you face a horde of Tyranids in Space Marine 2, and then you come here and the Vulgus aren't exactly swarming, like, you'll think to yourself, why don't we have a Tyranid horde? Why don't we have a Vulgus horde just charging at us constantly? Like, it makes no sense, right? So for me personally, I think the devs should introduce a Zerg/Horde mode because that's what we want. I want to be able to bring my Thunder Cage in and fire until the smoke covers my eyes, and I should just see 200 kills on the screen. You know, that's what we want. That activates the neurons in the brain. you know?
The fulfillment.
Yep.
Shield at 0%.
Just go, bunny, go.
Shield down.
Like, without the neuron activation, it just feels lackluster. It feels flat, you know? It feels like human fall flat. That's exactly my thing, you know? I would like to see hordes coming after us because that's what we deserve. That's what we should be getting. Absolute hordes and hordes of enemies just swarming at us constantly, rip and tear until it's done, you know?
All at one time.
Yep. So I'm saying if I don't feel the hordes, I don't know, man.
Okay, you're talking me into wanting to get back on sooner than later. All right.
Listen, I know you do already. All I ask is that you help my Hailey to 40, and then I'll let you go.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Again, like I already said, I came to hang out with you for a little bit tonight. That
Appreciate
was
it.
the plan
Appreciate it.
already. Yeah. No, I meant what I said the other night in Discord. All right, like.
Yeah, sure you did. Sure you did. I'll believe you.
What?
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No
This
problem.
goes a lot faster if I have a bunny.
And Bunny was always one of my 2 favorites to run.
Yep.
Back in the back days when you're like, oh, that'll be superior.
And she is for certain activities. Not wrong. We all know I'm not wrong.
Deals.
Okay, while I wait for these nerds to have their day. Get my little
I love
lozenge.
the eyeball looking thing in the center.
Yep.
It's so cool looking, so beautiful.
But it's his medical corps members. The medical corps members.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Left. NASCAR. Always go left.
Hold on a sec. Selecting objective. Mission
There we
complete.
go.
Good job.
Level 31.
26.
Yep. It's just that there's always a big boost at the end. And that's
Oh
what
my
makes
gosh.
the difference.
This one at the beginning when we first started playing.
Mhm.
Oh my god. I remember trying to figure out the fight. That was a
Mhm.
nuisance on this one.
Yep. And now everybody knows. I don't think
This
they
was
should.
one of my least favorite ones to run.
Absolutely, because it was hard back in the day anyway.
It was, yeah. Not, I mean, I wouldn't say it was hard. I'd say it was hard because how much of a nuisance it was.
True, true. Okay, give me 1 second before I go in again. Strip off the outer layer, it's too hot. Okay, I'm back.
George, have you seen what I said in general chat yet?
He is muted, so he must be.
Give me a sec.
He's in the middle of murdering.
Probably.
Yes, I just took on a I just took on a boss. Basically solo. Because my 2 level 1 teammates decided to leave me alone.
Now here. Commence mission to recapture the bioexperiment lab. Shield down.
Yes, go give yourself the zoomies.
I always have the zoomies.
That's actually pretty on brand for you.
Yeah. Sometimes I overwhelm my girlfriend, but she's alright. She gets used to it.
Okay, go ahead. No, the invasion's in an hour, Petro.
Target. Need to recharge the shield.
Oh, good, Petro. Well, you should know the timings by now, man.
My shields!
No!
Bye.
Because I slowed myself down. Ah, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I just watched. I got front row seats for that one.
I should not have slowed myself down. I was like,
0%.
At the very least, I should have just turned it off. I'm just so used to Bunny for farming that I'm just like, surely this is a wise decision. And it was not a wise decision. Magazine in,
I've made that
magazine
mistake a
out.
lot of times.
Yeah.
You learn, you know, you learn. Sometimes you forget and you learn again, but you know.
Almost
You learn.
unlearned right there.
Beautiful eyeball. I do love the art and the colors in this game.
Of course.
Oh, so far I've gone from 26 to 30 this round.
Yep. And we've got another 2-3 levels at the end. That's why BioLab is so good.
Ooh, wow.
If done correctly.
Stand back. Shield at 0%.
Magazine in, magazine out.
Shield down. Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
Yep.
I love the
Don't feel fixed.
positivity. Mission complete. Good job, Descendant. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, I did good.
Yeah. Alright. Back we go. That's Hailey's ability. Hailey's ability buffs crit rates a lot. So, she hits a lot of crits. She is the hey. Alright, one more run should settle me.
26 to 32.
Mm-hmm.
That's without a boost. Oh my goodness.
Like I said, now the end of mission XP that they give you this big chunk, although it only applies to Descendant, it's really, really good.
Oh, it's great.
Soon. Soon. Very soon. Okay. Onward. Hailey's is far better than Supply Moisture because it does pretty much everything. That's why it's so good. She just outshines everything. And it's glorious in its own way.
Now here. Commence mission to recapture the bioexperiment lab.
Whoops. The wrong way, like some insane nutter.
Did I just hear your blizzard go off? Did you just see the blizzard?
Blizzard.
Your ultimate.
No?
Oh wait, you're playing. Oh my goodness! I swore I just heard.
She has the same.
the sound effect.
She has the same sound
for-
effect as Viesa, yes.
So it okay. See, that's why I'm like, hold up.
But that's my third
Blizzard,
skill.
I'm-
Subscriber detected.
Okay.
I'll wait here with this thing.
That
First-
confused me so hard.
I understand. For a second though, I have to admit, I was like, why is her hit point so low? Then I was like, oh yeah, I'm using the Slayer set. Because I was so lazy to change that I was just like, am I doing something wrong here? Why is her hit points like trash today? And I was like, oh, that's why. That makes a lot more sense now. Because normally for her
Yeah, you.
gun-based build, I don't do that.
I was gonna say you didn't even need it. I'm doing most of the work.
Excuse you, my Thunder Cage, okay. But yes, of course you are. But yeah, no, I was just thinking to myself. I mean, still, I gotta find out, like, why is my hit point so low? And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't change from Slayer set. I was thinking, my Hailey should have more than this amount of hit points. She looks like garbage, right? Like her survival is looking like garbage right now. Then I was like, did I do something wrong with my build? I was like, oh wait, no I didn't.
It actually does feel really good using Bunny because like the operations when you at the end you look at how much damage you've done, you see 100+ million. You're like, oh, okay, all right.
That's the whole point.
Feels good. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa. I ran around this corner and then I was just down. I don't know what just happened right there. I literally ran right around the corner.
Now
and
I
it
accidentally hit my
dropped.
skill, lol, instead of picking you up. That was funny. I was trying to pick you up, then like instead of hitting the button, I hit this skill. I pulled out a sniper just to disrespect you. But anyway, now I thought some Ravener got you or something.
No, I Ravener. Hey, I'm starting to memorize the names now.
Oh, are you? Okay, good.
I am, yep. But no, I just ran around the corner and then just bloop, I was down. I was like, okay. I don't know what happened there.
Lichter ambushed you.
Oh, you can change the. Oh,
Change what?
I didn't know you can move while you're going through the tunnels. I did not know that.
Yes, you can. Although the slide animation does take away most of your control, you can still technically move a little bit.
Yeah, I just thought you just slid in the direction you went down. I didn't know you could like wiggle.
You could wiggle.
Oh no! Oh god! Okay, we're good. I grappled out of that hole.
You'll be fine. I mean, even if you drop down the hole, you'll be fine. It's not like there's death here.
No, I know. Just I don't like going down.
You'll be alright.
Love the battle music though.
Mm-hmm.
Always feels good to hear. I feel like Lepix is still my favorite though for battle music.
I like Valby's. It's nice and calm. I mean, Hailey's also got her own set, which is not bad, but yeah.
Not Lepix, I meant Blair. Sorry, Blair.
Ah, Blair is hilarious.
Yeah,
Now that
Blair.
is definitely
That's
a good
what,
favorite.
yeah, that's what I meant, not Lepix. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, cause Lepic is like the
Well,
most normal.
Yeah, no, it's because I got the ultimate Lepix, so I basically stopped using Blair. So, yeah. But yeah, no, I love Blair. This is great. It hypes you up.
Yes, it does. You just like your Lepic because he looks like MGK.
Right? No. I'm not a fan of that man, but yes, I do love my Lepix. The face tattoos are awesome with the swimsuit.
Oh, dude,
Get up.
MGK, bro. Okay, fine. I'll make it slightly better for you. It's the new Crow.
Crow.
Yeah, they remade the Crow, and he has like short hair now. I mean, it can't compare to the old one.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it flopped so.
What, the hair flop?
No, the movie flopped. You mean the hair flop?
Oh! If I'm like, what? If it's short? Yeah, I'll stick to the original though.
I agree.
Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
I sound old every time I talk about stuff like that, I swear.
We're all old. All right, level 40.
know.
Woo. Woo.
36, alright.
Okay, heading back. Okay, shall I release you now?
Yep, time for me to go hop onto another title.
Very well. I will permit this. Thank you for your help today. It is most appreciated.
It was fun as always.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Shoo, off you go. Yes. Yes. This does make incredible amounts of sense to me. Okay. Sorry guys, just assigning a new catalyst slot. Voila. Sniper build is ready. Ready for combat. Glorious Santos Dominus. Now that I'm back at level 1, need help with the pyro. Sorry, Angelo. You mean the normal pyromaniac or the hard mode pyromaniac? For the normal one, my guide is already published. If you're talking about the hard mode pyromaniac, then I would recommend. By the way, Star, I'm pretty sure Yuri's not on a trip. That's Phil.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, whoops.
You nerd.
I thought I was talking to Phil.
Lol.
My brain registered Phil.
No problem, Angelo. You should also look at the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide, Angelo, because that one teaches you a lot, and basically you can overcome easy the normal mode pyromaniac, right? All you really need are the mods that I show in the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. So the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide is basically like all the mods that after we gained a lot of knowledge from hard mode, these are all the mods that we would use in the normal game. So feel free to take a look at that. It's all in my playlist. If you haven't already seen the playlist, here's the playlist. Yeah, I would recommend taking a look at all that and you'll be good to go. Yeah, normal pyro is easy enough. Just watch the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide and also the Easy Pyromaniac Guide if you want to take a look at that. But both of those will pretty much help you get through everything you need.
Alright. Hey, alright, Robot. I'm gonna go play some
Yes, I know.
SM2 with Star.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Have a good stream.
I will. Thank you, thank you. You enjoy. See you later. No problem, Angelo. That is what I'm here to do. I'm here to deliver the information, so don't worry. I've got you. Moment.
I just realized my mic was muted. Yeah, we're gonna switch to the chill and chat room.
Yeah,
So
go
I
for it,
shall
go for it.
Later.
See you later. Thanks for the help.
Bye.
Bye. There we are. Had to restart my YouTube app. It was being wild, which it does from time to time. Okay. Now we can carry on.
Now here. Commence mission to recapture the bioexperiment lab.
Oh, another Hailey. Thank you, Star. The gift is appreciated. But you go enjoy yourself first. Hey, take care of your bills first. It's all good. You don't have to try to be a legend this month.
A new
Thank you.
member has arrived.
Y'all go have fun. Y'all go have fun. I shall have my fun in the evening instead.
A new member has arrived.
Let me
A
now
new
add
member has arrived.
Princess Star to the list. Yes, the list grows in power.
A new member has arrived. A new member has arrived.
If only I could have like actually skipped that. Let's go a lot faster. Thank you. I appreciate it. But please, by all means, my friend, don't even worry about that. Right now, you just worry about yourself first. I am all good. Now, one more level of this. After I get my Hailey to a good midpoint, I'm also going to go... I'm definitely gonna go and pop some more weapon levels. Because today I got, like I said, I've got a lot to do. I need to get both weapon levels and my character levels done. It's gonna cost me a lot of catalyst, but hey, this is what we do. I am, however, hoping that there will be more people in Magister Lab. Thank you, Mr. 0 Degrees. You know I will. I hope the game applies some kind of penalty on those who join infiltration operations and leave. Yeah, unfortunately, those types of people are very annoying. I feel that, like, you know, if you join an infiltration operation, doesn't matter what the characters that you see are, you should still do it. You know, but I guess some people are just like, ugh, you know, there's no penalty, so I'll leave. Like, these kinds of things are important to keeping a community going, so I do believe that they'll take action, because I think it's, you know, it is a bit unfair to other people. But at the same time, this is not PvP competitive, so although it might be annoying, there's also a little bit of like, look, people have the freedom of choice to play the way they want. And it might be better to form squads or groups or things like that, you know? That might be something much more important, especially for people looking for that kind of thing. So I would say that that would be more crucial in my personal opinion. Good. Made it all the way down here. Thunder Cage is just so good for mobbing. Truly, this is the weapon of champions.
Stay calm. Recharge my shield.
Will there be an update today? Probably not.
Shield at 0%. Shield at 0%. Shield down. Shield down. It's up to me. Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
Okay. Out. Let me go see. There might be. I'll check. Oh, there is a game update today, but it's only a hotfix, so it will happen a bit later than usual. So they said they'll tell us when it goes live, and if there is any information, I will happily post about it. So yeah, there might be something, but it's just a minor hotfix, so hopefully that's okay. Now you give me a second. I'm almost done. I'm just gonna check some stuff. Okay, if I remove this and I stop carrying here, then I could adjust this. Something like I think I just assigned the wrong socket. Whoops. Well, that's a waste of a catalyst. That happens. Mentally, I was thinking of something totally different, but actually, you know what? No, we'll go with that. I mean, I can kind of understand, so either way, yeah, this will be fine. Okay, this way it's not wasted. Then I'll just put that up there. Okay, settled. Gucci for now. That was either George or Star Vox, so yeah. They were both here earlier, so I'll pass on the thanks. Need help with gluttony? Well, we have a boss night every Saturday night, but the other thing is that unfortunately I cannot help anybody right now unless you are a top tier channel member. So yeah, and you would have to play the Valby, because I can do the damage, but I don't play the Valby. You need the code breaker farm, Elijah Mac. I've told you before already. Check the videos because I already talked about it. So here's my entire video playlist. There's a video that literally says how to farm gold, XP, and code breakers. Please go there. Hey David, how's it going? Oh yeah, let's go try Magister Lab for a bit. It's nothing to do with that, Bouncer. Like I said, when it comes to people that I roll with, I only roll with people that have significantly invested in the channel. At the end of the day, this is my career, and it's something that I have to protect myself with. So I cannot allow myself to just, you know, have everybody shoved in. It causes problems. Because sometimes, like, what had happened in the past. And look, I just want to be clear about this because a lot of people, you know, I know you're just joking around, Bouncer, but I would prefer if people don't joke around about this because it is quite a serious problem. One of the issues when you have open discords, open this, open that, is that everybody just comes in and then you are responsible for their behavior. What's worse is that I am just a one-man show. I do not have an official team or anything like that. So because of that, if something goes wrong or some people do something that, you know, looks bad on me, I have to take full responsibility for it. So for that reason, I keep it very simple. The only people who join me are those that have an investment in the channel. That way, you know, there's minimal issues. People are very unlikely to cause too much trouble. It works better. Not so much cultivate my followers, but it's just safety, to be honest. Because one thing which you learn very quickly as a YouTuber is that not only are you responsible for the behavior of your viewers, right, which is something to think about, but not only are you responsible for the behavior of your viewers, you're also responsible for the interactions they have with others. So the people that, like, if somebody comes on frequently and plays with me frequently, right, that person is seen as an extension of my stream, and if they have bad behavior outside, then that impacts negatively on me. So as I guess as a way of curating things, we make it so that only those that are invested in the channel join us. That way, even if they, like, they're very unlikely to behave badly because they're not going to waste money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we do things the way we do. It makes life a lot easier. It makes sure that I stay safe and can carry on doing what I do. And yeah, that's the main reason for everything. Because in the past, when we had an open Discord, it caused so much drama. There was so much backbiting and all this kind of crap going on. I said that wasn't for me, you know? Then after that, I made it a closed Discord, and then I said, okay, at first it was like super unsuccessful, but over time, people realized that, hey, okay, you know what? This is better. And now we've got our own little gaming family. This way, only the most committed folks stick around, and in exchange for helping to keep things running, you know, they're always the ones that I get to roll with. And of course, they're always the ones that roll with me. So yeah, it worked out really well for us, and pretty happy. Pretty happy with that.
Bentley does it. Shield at 0%.
Aww. No, down. Oh, because I have the wrong sled, but I'm too lazy to change.
I'm really grateful, Vanessa.
Mission complete. Thank you.
Level 19 to 22. Yeah, I think Biolab's better. This is okay, but somehow I just don't feel the bang for my buck. Yeah, at the end of the day, it just worked out so much better. Now I have no regrets. Like, initially it was fun letting everybody in and stuff, and we used to have some good times, but yeah, it really did not go well. Like, it was good for like 2 months, then you'd get those people who were bored of one thing or bored of the other, and they just start causing trouble. Because once they got bored of the main game, because everything's good in the honeymoon phase, you know, the first month, kind of like with the First Descendant. Everything's good in the first month where everybody's like, oh yeah, let's play this, let's play that, you know? And then once reality sinks in, you start to see those who can stick with something and those who cannot. Do you repeat the game once you finish normal? No, it doesn't work like that, Angelo. Hard mode is just about, like, I mean, you can repeat the game, but hard mode is just about farming whatever you need. Just go farm, like, your weapons, your things like that. I guess at some point I have to produce a guide on hard mode because a lot of people seem confused about the transition. But yeah, once you finish the normal mode, that's the storyline over and done with. And hard mode is just about Basically, farming whatever you want, weapons, descendants, things like that. What's kill score multiplier? Okay, so this is for getting a guaranteed double amorphous drop. So if you get a certain score, it will drop 2 amorphous instead of just 1. All right, so that's what the score multiplier is for. If you want to, for example, let's say you can speed run these really quickly, but also get a high score, right? If you can do that, then if you choose the highest kill score multiplier, basically instead of farming 1 amorphous at a time with a chance of getting a second one, you can just skip that step and go straight to, I will get double amorphous drops, which is great. So that's the whole idea behind it.
To recapture the bioexperiment lab.
No problem, life is peachy. Happy to answer the question. The thing is, Angelo, I'll be real with you. A lot of people don't like grindy games because they, number one, they can't stand the RNG, which you have to accept. You play a grindy game, it's all about RNG anyway. You know? So they couldn't accept that. And the other thing is that a lot of people, and I'll be very frank about this, and I guess this is also why Nexon wanted me to run clean streams. So that's why we adopted a fully clean stream policy. You'll notice I don't even swear on stream. Yeah. A lot of people came for the TNA. They saw beautiful characters, they came for the lust, but once they found out that this is an actual game and it's not just fan service, then they started to leave because they realized that this is an actual game with gameplay. You have to actually fight, you have to actually get good, you need skills. So all of this is very important, and I think that this is the main reason why many people have been like, okay, you know what, nah, I'm gone or whatever, but you know, that's just them being them. That's just them being weak.
Shield down.
Right now you can just go anywhere, dude. Just farm any activity. Weapons will just drop. Make sure you've got equipment drop rate modifier on, but you can just farm any of these. Like you can go to Bunny Road is a great place as well. Just go to the Bunny Road because you can complete that mission in 30 seconds, and there's quite a few enemies to kill. So yeah, I would highly recommend Bunny Road. You can go to Valvey Road as well. Valvey Road drops quite a few. Basically any of the farming spots for gold, except for the special operations, they all have drops. Like you can even do operations like this and you'll get tons of weapons at the end. So yeah, anywhere is the answer. Lol, Piyush. That sounds sad. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, those who stick with games like this, they usually are the ones that don't mind RNG and they understand this. Like, way too many people came because, oh my god, Hailey, she's so hot. Like, they don't respect the fact that she's one of the best characters in the game because of her gameplay, her skills, things like, no, Hailey hot. Like, if you come for that, you will leave within a few weeks. You won't stay. I mean, I'm grateful to those people because they probably spent a boatload on skins. But most people leave because they're like, oh, hot character. Then after a while, the novelty wears off. Those kinds of folks usually are not, unfortunately, no matter how much they wanna say it, they're not suitable for games like this. This is a serious game, and you want to get good, you gotta be ready.
Objective confirmed.
Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
There we go. Level 28. Listen, if you feel that way, then okay. But I don't think so at all. There are many people that are still struggling with this game. I played it. So if you find it easy, good. Enjoy. Or maybe take a break. But there are still a lot of people that are suffering. So I hope you understand that. No, don't worry, Angelo. Like right now, the thing is that there's a big debate because the sweaties are all like, this game's too easy. Then the other people are like, this game's too hard. So eventually a good middle ground will be found. But for those that find it too easy, you know, play something else. Wait a while. You'll get your harder content later on. That's what I would recommend to anybody. Okay. All set. Let's go. This is almost ready. So is this. No, Petro. No. At the end of the day, this is a free game. They have to give you something, right? They have to get something back for their work. So no, that will never happen. Skins will always be paid. They were not just annoyed at the puzzles. No, a lot of them did not understand. And this is where we have to be kind to others. I played it. I've talked to all the people that were finding it difficult. A lot of the times it wasn't just the puzzles. There were a select few that struggled with the puzzles, but realistically a lot of people felt that this was a continuation of the storyline. And this is what the devs were practically telling people without telling people that it was endgame content. Now, the fact that the content also wasn't gated behind a boss or something, they didn't exactly say, oh, to do invasions you have to beat Molten Fortress, right? So basically, everybody came in and they thought that they could immediately finish normal mode and go straight to the next thing and start farming Hailey. That's not how it works. But this is the devs' issue, because the devs should have told everybody that this is only going to be the most absolute hardcore in-game content and you need to have a proper build. Even then, yes, I know it's not that hardcore, but let's be realistic here. Most players were not prepared. And because they were not prepared, quite frankly, what they ended up with is the current situation. And that's how it goes. You know, sometimes if you're not fully prepared for stuff, all right, it simply will not go well. Actually, you know what? I'll farm a little bit toward the end instead, because that would make more sense. So yeah, players were not prepared. They went in, they didn't realize what they were getting themselves into. They got absolutely murdered, and then they felt that the content was too hard. Then, of course, for those of us that were already prepared properly with endgame builds and stuff, we found it very easy. Like day one, I was getting gold clears and I showed everybody how to do it. People just didn't have the builds. So you gotta understand that, number one, onus of communication is on the devs. They need to properly tell people that, hey, this content is only for hardcore players, and they need to properly gate it. If they do not gate the content, then people do not know what to expect. They complete normal mode, go straight to try and farm Hailey. You know? And you're absolutely right, Jay. No gamer dislikes a challenge. But a lot of gamers in this day and age, and we have to, again, be understanding, is that this game, and much like other games that have absolutely failed this year, let's take a look at Helldivers 2. That game has flopped so hard. Why? Because they stopped catering to casuals. And I agree with that, Playdead, because Bunny is a farming character, but a lot of people did not understand this, and they also don't tune into streams. if they tune into pro streams like mine, easy for them. But a lot of people go into games like this, and the casual players do this often. The thing is, if you do not cater to the casuals and you do not give a full explanation to the casuals, they'll just leave. They won't bother seeking information, or they won't bother trying to get better. They're casuals for a reason. And unfortunately, for a game to survive, casuals are the biggest spending group. Hey, and you know, of course, those gamers that want to improve will improve. But at the end of the day, the vast majority of gamers, and we as hardcore gamers have to accept this, 80% of gamers are going to be casual. And either you cater to casuals or you don't survive as a company. So while they will definitely introduce more hardcore content, we basically have to get the casuals through the game. See, Angelo, you're not a casual, and I'll tell you why, because you're actually willing to learn from videos and streams. Those who learn from videos and streams, I don't count them as casual anymore, because they're actually willing to develop the skills and improve themselves. The casuals do not do this. And the casuals will be the ones complaining, but they're also the biggest spending base. So that's why I told the devs as much. They need to gate content properly. They can't add stuff that forces proper gameplay, because people will just like leave. See, that's not how the gaming industry works. I Play Dead. I say this as a YouTuber that has worked as a partner for several games already. Do you know how many partnerships I have left? Just this one. Yeah, it's a normal thing for you. But 80% of players do not do this. Did you know that? That's why I'm trying to. This is why there's a lot of disconnect, because a lot of people don't understand the gaming industry in the same way that a professional does. And again, I say this as a pro. I have worked with so many different games. I have worked with so many different games, so many different companies, and you know what? They're all dead right now. All of them have less than 10k players right now. You know, you can actually go back through my channel history and see my work history. I've worked with so many different games and all are dead. Why? Because at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is 80% of these players, you know, they just want a cruisy experience, and you have to cater to some extent to them. So while not everything should be allowed for them, at the same time you cannot completely shut them out, because again, they're your biggest spending base, and they're also the biggest player base. And yes, these are the exact same people that will play mobile gacha games. They will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get their little waifus or whatever, you know. And they came here and they did that to an extent with skins, but that alone is not enough to sustain the game. And if the game is too serious, then yeah, there's a problem. So I think Nexon also understood that at the start, they wanted to create a very genuine looter shooter experience, and I believe they succeeded. But for the players that, you know, were coming here to make Hailey their waifu or whatever, you know, that was too much. And that is the reason why they have the situation they have now. Because the casuals felt alienated and the communication was not proper, this being an international game that has a primarily international audience. They felt like they weren't being communicated with, and so they're like, nope, okay, not playing anymore. And once you lose a casual, they'll just move on to the next bit of TNA that'll fulfill their fantasies. So once you lose casuals, it's pretty hard to get them back. Hardcores will stay though. Well, I've had complaints on the entire opposite side. I Play Dead, so you know we could go back and forth forever. But I don't think Bunny ruins the game. First of all, she is a character with a specifically designed purpose, and at the end of the day, you know, if people feel that way, then they're welcome to take a break and play something else. Things will balance out more, but people gotta remember this is a young game. So yeah, I mean, for the people, like I said, everybody's got a different perspective. But as somebody that is very in touch with, you know, the opinions of the public, I have never heard on this stream a single complaint about Bunny. The people complaining about Bunny are on Reddit. which again is already for those that are more than casual. Because like I said, casual players do not even search up information. The Void Shard thingy has already been simplified. I think that they cannot abolish it any further. No, that'll make it even easier than it already is. The Void Shard thingies are fine. The farming for them is really minimal compared to how it was back in the day. Like, they're not even a challenge to open anymore. All you gotta do is just do the Void farm. Like, you get 10 Amorphous, you do 10 fragments, and you're all good. And in fact, if you do special operations all the time, you'll have so many fragments that you won't even know what to do with them. I only use Bunny for farming. So while, of course, Bunny can be used for everything, that is how she's designed though.
Mission complete. Good
That is her
job,
fundamental nature. I mean, if people want to say that she can be used for everything, yeah, sure, that's up to them. I certainly wouldn't use Bunny for everything. I use Bunny for her appropriate purpose, but certainly not for everything. And I like Bunny as well. But she is there to make farming easy. Now, what they can do is bring the other characters up to snuff. Hello, Patuka. They can bring other characters up to snuff so that, you know... There isn't a page for that, Ahmed. Besides, you don't need to know the boss's hit points. The hit points of the bosses don't matter at all. And their shields also don't matter. All you need to do is just build up your character, max damage, go kill. I mean, most bosses can be killed with Hailey in like, what, 10 seconds? I think more people would complain if Bunny wasn't as good. Rather, like, I think they're just upset that there's no other options. So, it does take time, and I think that in a couple of months, you know, we're gonna see more of that. That is exactly the correct mentality, though. See, I play dead. That's the right mentality. What they need to do is they need to buff things. Just go to your options, gameplay, turn on display all. So again, every gamer should know this. Every real gamer should know this. All right, and I'm gonna say this straight up, okay? Because many of y'all, I don't know why people don't do this, but if you go to options, here, gameplay, always turn on all display options. This is the most crucial in any game. No matter what game you play, you should always turn on all display options because your HUD should show you all information at all times. Even in the other game that I play, again, without naming it, alright, although you guys will see it on stream tonight. Even on that other game, the first thing I do is I go to options, turn on all displays, because you want everything displayed constantly, otherwise you have problems. So always make sure that kind of stuff is always on. It's crucial for every game. You always want all display options. I don't care about photo mode. I don't care about seeing the beauty of the art and all that kind of crap. No. I need to know my stats all times, and I need to know how much damage I'm dealing at all times. What damage type you're taking? Bouncer, I'll give you an honest answer. Never worry about what damage type you're taking. All you need to survive damage is HP and some minimal defense. And I've said as much, which is why if you look at my builds, I'm always around 16,000 defense, which is roughly 30% reduction. The rest is HP, except for Ajax. So what damage type you're taking is utterly irrelevant, unless you really want to go for resistances, in which case you can, but that's up to you whether you want to or not. Yeah, you're new to PC gaming. Well now, Adam, now you know the truth. Midnight Sylph, that's because you are a filthy weirdo. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. But yes, I always turn all display options on because any serious gamer will always turn on all display options. Because like I said, I don't care about the settings or the beauty or things like that. If I want a photo mode, I'll ask for a photo mode. I don't need a photo mode. What I need to know is, am I kicking ass right now? If I'm not kicking ass right now, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Lol. I love that. You know I always will. But yes, coming back to the main point, I hope that they'll buff other characters. Right now, the game needs another farmer. And I think that first they should start with Valby. Like, Valby's range is so small compared to Bunny's. No, Valby needs to be competitive with Bunny. Like, she needs to be like, okay, fine, Bunny will be the queen of burst DPS, but at least let Valby compete on being able to slime a whole area, you know? Resistances have always been useless. I don't know why people still don't know this, but if you guys don't know this yet, I will say it until I'm blue in the face, and I'll happily tell you guys anytime. You don't need resistances unless you are going for something very specific with Ajax. For the most part, resistances will not actually help you in combat. 95% of the time, they are not useful. And I will stand by this statement. They're okay, but they're not useful. Yeah. I mean, you use them in the normal game mode, Angelo. FYI. Sorry, let me double clarify that. Resistances are useless in hard mode. Fair enough, Playdead. But again, like I said, that shouldn't be an issue for most people, because once you get to the stage where you're farming, I think I'm quite grateful for like fast farmers like Bunny. Like, if he wants a challenge, then he can go play Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Black Myth Wukong. There's so many other games out there that offer a more significant challenge. But realistically, this cannot be, and I'll stand by my statement all the way. This cannot be a game that only caters to players who want the challenge and who want to sweat. Because I don't want to spend 20-30 minutes in a dungeon to get very little XP at the end. That is a major problem with a different game. Alright? And people already hated that. I can also give you an example of a game that I worked on called Darktide. 30 minutes in a mission, and the rewards at the end weren't very great. They struggled with loot so hard in that game. What people want is to be able to farm fast, go fast, clear everything, and then go. It's a choice whether they want to play Bunny or not, but if they're getting bored of getting carried by Bunny, play with friends. Play in a group with friends. That's what an online game is for. I wouldn't say it's 100% brain off the grid kind of game. Like, to me, that's a very narrow perspective. I think that there's all sorts of gamers out there in the world, and again, as somebody who's seen the entire spectrum, I feel that games like this are designed for people and have to be designed for people with that limited time. And then, you know, no, I'm not a game dev. I am a YouTuber, but I am a partner for several games. So I get a lot of insights into the game creation process. You know, I also work a lot with the consumers. Because as a content creator, I'm the frontline face. I'm the person that you guys see playing the game and stuff like that. I'm also the one taking questions. So I get a lot of player perspectives. And that's why I'm saying that although I understand that there's a lot of sentiment on Reddit for people saying that, oh no, game too easy. Quite frankly, more than 60% of the player base is not on Reddit. And they're the ones that, and even then, only a small portion of them will come and interact with the creator. And from those that do, most of them are actually struggling with this game. It's not easy. Is there specific modules to craft specific ones you want? No. Yamoski, there are some recipes that can boost your chances. Okay? But there are no recipes like the Horadric Cube in Diablo 2. No. In this game, it's just luck and chance. So just you know how I combine modules? I go and take 4 purple modules, I throw them in, and I pray. And I'll get something that I want. That's it. And I just keep going. It's all random. So as you go through the game, modules are so easy to find. You'll end up with so many. Just keep throwing them in the oven until you get all the modules. Here's the proof. After all this time of playing, I have almost every module in the game. The only ones I'm missing are the Enzo mods. I barely farm modules, guys. If I was the dev, content would probably be a lot harder. But I'm not a dev. But I think that we must understand all perspectives. Again, as a players, you know, as a content creator, I want the players to understand that there are people on both sides of the spectrum. And quite frankly, more people on the casual spectrum than they are on the hardcore spectrum. So at the end of the day, they're the ones with the biggest wallets and they're the ones paying the most. So we have to unfortunately, no matter how much I want to slice it, they're the ones that have to be catered to. Yep, just keep throwing randoms in. Like, I just, last night, after so many combinations of red modules, I finally got one of Luna's new modules. I refuse to farm it. I refuse to farm it outright. I'm just going to combine until I get it. But I do have to farm bosses to get more red modules, which I will at a later time. Like, right now, I'm just concentrating on leveling up Hailey and getting her build ready. It's going to take some time, but I'll get it done. When it comes to farming, if I want to play something else, I just don't farm. I will go do bossing or something else. Like, I keep myself busy with a variety of activities. So I'm pretty much all good on that. Excuse me. I am pretty relaxed for the most part. Yep, absolutely. This is always the best part of stream, bros. My manual dismantling, you know, one at a time, you know, stage by stage. Like, this is the perfect example of dismantling. But anyway, just I guess I just want to highlight and say that, look, I get a lot of the concerns. I understand where a lot of people are coming from. At the end of the day, I know that many people just want this game to be great, and we all want this game to be great. But yeah, it's not easy to make a perfect game, and there's a lot of growth left for the dev team and for us as people as well. So hopefully over time they'll sort things out, and you know, things will be more stable. But for now, this is the way it is, and no real regrets on my end anyway. You don't need a filter for weapons, because basically the only weapons you keep, if you watch my filter video, Angelo, you should watch that filter video. Because later on in the game, the only thing you'll keep are ultimate weapons. And that's literally all. Oh, those that wanted to do infiltrations, you can go in there.
New super chat received.
Fair enough, you'll slime forever, but thank you so much for the super chat. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. No, it's okay for the community to be vocal and critical. Keep vocalizing, but all I ask is that you guys be understanding. Because one thing that I think a lot of how should I put this? I understand the desire for challenge. I understand the desire for challenge, but don't isolate the future players. Because when a person is first coming into this game and there's so many different things to farm, what they don't want to be told is, oh, this game is too easy, just play bunny. They don't need to be told that. Let them experience the game, carry them if you have to, and be kind as much as you can. I have limitations on what I can do because I'm a career YouTuber. I cannot just allow anyone to play with me. But for those of you that with the extra time, with the extra power, be vocal and critical, but also you need to be as welcoming as possible, and also understand the concerns of those who are first coming into this game, those who are new to the game. Because if you turn off everybody who comes in, and the sweaties are the most guilty of this, you know, when people are bored of the game and when they're at the top, they're like, oh, everything's easy, you know. And the first thing that does is that if I'm a casual player and I come in and these people are like, I've got everything in the game, everything's so easy, oh, I'm gonna one-shot bosses. Like, they feel discouraged because they're like, man, I've got so much catch up to do. I don't know, it's a mountain of work. I just don't feel like doing it. But if a community is very welcoming, think Deep Rock Galactic's community. When a community is extremely welcoming, you know, people feel like they want to play more and more and more, you know? And then they feel like everything is good. And then eventually they get to the stage where it's no longer a challenge. But that is what creates the positive cycle. So I always ask that people, it's okay to be vocal and critical, but please be kind to others. Try your best to make sure that others also get as much of a chance to grow and enjoy the game as possible, you know? That to me would be pretty crucial. And again, that's okay. Everybody gets carried at the start. Well, except those who are here day one like me, but again, you know, that's not really that's not exactly a boast, because I just happen to be here earlier than other people, you know? So just be kind to others. Try your best to accommodate for others. I would not say that. I mean, yes, you could do it that way, but I think you wouldn't be as efficient or effective. I've seen some people try to prove, oh yeah, you don't need to be decked out, but they took like 8 minutes to kill a boss. Like, what's the point in wasting 8 minutes of your life when just 2 or 3 minutes would be enough? You know what I'm saying? So yes, of course, I can understand that 4 might be all you need, but again, people don't really want that. People want it both fast, reasonably fast, and somewhat challenging. That is where most people are at. Most people don't go for the highest difficulty in the game, or even the second highest. They go for the normal difficulty. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Objective confirmed.
And look, not that I don't understand your points, I Play Dead, but do you think a new player wants to hear that? They find it difficult to even farm an ultimate in the first place. So this is where kindness comes in. Who is this person that just whispered me? Okay. Okay. Normally I get a bit wild when somebody like whispers me because it's like, bruh.
No. Hailey. Thank you.
I wouldn't say that, Angelo. I would say that here the grind is pretty fair, actually. It does not take as much time as people think, but of course, it's either time or money. And I think that most games do function on that basis. Either you've got the time, or you've got the money. Or maybe a little bit of both, you know? But I think that with a bit of reasonable spending, most people with very little time can still be pretty good. But that's why content creators and the work that they do is very important. Where I think we might be lacking is that a lot of content creators played this, they weren't into grinding games in the first place, and they immediately left or gave up. And then the ones that stayed were all clickbait channels that, you know, realized that they couldn't make it, and then they also left. So that, I think, caused a lot of problems as well, because it wasn't like real serious creators who are, you know, actually here to help. It's just a whole bunch of nerds that are like trying to make a quick buck off the new thing on the block. So I hope that they will in future try to partner or be more selective in their partnering of channels so that they can choose better channels to make it to official creators, channels that will seriously go into depth and properly help their audience as well.
Objective confirmed.
I definitely agree on that. This game is very reasonable with the farming compared to others. I too got a few ultimates as I farm passively for other stuff. But, you know, like I said, it all depends on the person, because when they want something and they cannot obtain it, they find it difficult. I don't blame you. There's not a lot of good content these days, and a lot of people are still trying the whole Twitch thing. Like, I respect it, but, you know, I view YouTube as a much stronger streaming platform. They pay way more too. So as a professional, I go here. But one thing which I can certainly say, Angelo, is that, and I understand this, and most people who have been around the industry also understand this, unfortunately, YouTube these days is a lot of clickbaiters. There's very few professional creators, like people who take creation very seriously. So it's a bit hard, and I completely understand that. And I think it's why many people get turned off games when they don't find the right creators and stuff like that. Sure, Kakashi. I mean, you do whatever you think is right for you. I do things my way, but that doesn't mean that I'm the only one who's right. I am very confident in my work, but like I said, it won't suit everybody. So some people might like to take a gander at other creators, but what I can certainly say is that pretty much everybody comes back here. Because my builds are pretty balanced for what they are intended for. However, I do understand that other people, they may go a little harder on damage, or they may extend themselves a bit more. It really depends. Okay, finally. I was the opposite way. It took me a week to get Ultimate Bunny, but my Python I got in like 3 days. Every single part completely farmed. To the max, too. I've had pretty good luck with weapons most of the time. Yeah, up to you, Kakashi. Like I said, everybody has their own perspective, but what I do, I create like the works that I create are pretty standardized, and I create them specifically for one purpose. That is to ensure that let's catalyze that. Sorry, I'm going to quickly upgrade. Bear with the darkened screen for a moment before I go off to level weapons in block hyper mining. You'll get there, Aaron. Don't worry. It is 32% drop, but some people are just unlucky, unfortunately. Wow, you got in 2 days? That's way too lucky. I play dead. Every single ultimate took me more than like 3 days. But yeah, RNG sometimes favors people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. As much as I love it, you gotta accept it. Even 10 hours is way too short, dude. I'm playing roughly 7 hours per day, and back then, you know, in the early stages, I was doing 8 hours per day, and whew, still couldn't get it. So it wasn't that easy. It was extremely lucky RNG for sure. This man too lucky. Which means take him outside and shoot him. How dare he be so lucky? Take him to the gallows, people. Execute him for being a lucky individual. But yeah, unfortunately, some people just have good luck and some people have bad luck. It is the way of RNG. Fair to all. Well, fair after a while. You sort of realize that it's fair to all, but yeah. Okay, we're good on this. I need one more in here, I think. Let me just double check that just so I can be fully sure. Yes, one more in here would be just right. Do I require the boost? I don't think I do. Which means I can probably, like with my last one, if I were to take 7 more points. If I were to get 7 more points done. That help me or hurt me? I just can't see the value in that. Ugh. Decisions. There has to be something. Maybe that would work. I couldn't put this in, which I guess is fine. Sorry guys, figuring stuff out. No, that one's already taken up. That spot's already taken. This one definitely already taken. So I'm kinda... Aha! But I could... Once I adjust that... Voila. I have... expansion. Okay. Seto. That makes so much more sense. And that would give me Perfection. Okie dokie, let's go farm some more weapon levels with Bunkar, Warrior Rabbit of Glory. Swapping over to the farming build. You guys should recognize this already. Don't worry, I'll post it up later. Lol, midnight, you got ultimate glay in 3 hours. Ha ha. That is some next level shenanigans, I tell you that much. But yeah, actually challenging content, you might be waiting a while for that. I think they will introduce it. Like, don't get me wrong, I think they will introduce it, but I think it'll be a lot later down the line. By the way, guys, if you haven't already registered me as your content creator, please make sure you do. I am still looking for active supporters, and I want to become the top creator for this game. Hopefully so that I can affect positive changes for this game. All right? And if you have not already decided on a creator, please do. I believe strongly that I can be the best for all of you. Just hit that link right there and register. It's free. Okay? That way I get a small commission from whatever you spend in game if you decide to, but realistically I just want the numbers. The commission is very small and doesn't even pay my bills, so I don't care about the commission. I just want numbers. All I really want is as many people to register me as their creator as possible. Like, if I can get 2,000 people to register me, I think I'll be in a solid place. But yeah. Good night, Life is Peachy. You have a good one. They most likely will, I Play Dead. Like, I think they want to give variety to the people, make sure that the casual player base is well taken care of, and eventually everything will be alright. So, this is why I often tell people, if you're at the stage where you're sweaty and you're already like maxed out, then just take a breather, play something else. You know, I myself take breathers. Alright, so don't forget to check out my stream tonight if you want to see me taking a breather. Take a breather, take a chill pill, relax, come back in a few months and things will be better. What sniper is that? Piercing Light. Piercing Light is the one that I'm currently using with Hailey. Yes, I'm aware that you can also use like Nazaster's Devotion or an impact weapon, etc, etc, so on and so forth. Don't get me wrong, I know all this, but Piercing Light offers a humongous, and I mean a humongous firearm attack bonus. So that's why I like using Piercing Light. And although it only gives me 7 shots, I can do a lot with 7 shots. Nice, Carson. Make sure you build her bossing build, because her bossing build can be quite easily converted into a farming build as well. And for those that want the high voltage farming build, yes, I've heard you guys. I promise I will, I know I've told you guys how to vary it on stream, but I'll also publish an individual video for it. So no worries on that. Yep. If you build the bossing, good. Because you'll be able to adjust it slightly.
We're picking up a signal for a unit whose power capabilities are off the scale.
Okay, on to the next. If you like electric condense, go ahead and use it. I do not like it at all. I find it quite bad. I mean, for me, nothing beats just doing this. I have 25 meters of range, no need to think about it. I don't think electric condense can reach 25 meters, at least as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. because I don't think it can reach that, I'm just like, Chili Manjaro. I just sort of chill Bill over here and just do what I do, you know? Yeah, so because of that, I'm just like, if I want to farm, I farm with this, because like to me this is a lot faster, but it's up to each individual what they want. Yeah, I can see the value in electric condense for farming, but of course it'll stop you from getting bored. It gives you another option, you know? But for me, I'm just like meh. So meh. So very, very meh. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Play it your way. Although I always go for maximum efficiency, it doesn't mean that that's the only way to play. Sometimes people don't mind it for fun, and I'm like, okay, do it.
High-level Vulgus closing in.
Variety is the spice of life. Excuse me. Nothing wrong with the flavor of the month. Heck, most restaurants have a soup of the day. So sometimes flavors only last for a day. Ew, biofuel. I despise biofuel so much, I'm just like, ugh, no. Am I using the correct one? Why do I have this? I'm like, what? Oh, can I not change it during a mission? Oh. I knew something was wild because I'm just like, what? Ah, well, doesn't matter. Rocket Man, check the bossing bunny build. Endgame bunny build for bossing. The mod is called High Voltage. It's a transcendent mod on Ultimate Bunny. But yes, you have definitely missed a lot of things. This is why I tell people, look, I know the videos are long. I know that there's a whole playlist of like a lot of videos. But if you watch them all, instead of just watching a select few, or you only watch things that you're interested in, right? You'll miss a lot of stuff. And then you come on stream and you see like, oh my god, what's this? Because I've already posted everything that I've done. So please, watch all the videos. I promise you it's not a waste of time. If after watching my videos, anyone feels it's a waste of time, I am so confident in my content that I'm willing to say I will be more than happy for you to unsubscribe if after watching all my videos you find them useless. Like legit, you never show up to a stream again, I'd be totally okay with that. Because at least, you know, I'll know that I've done my job and I've at least shown you everything that I have. So yes, do watch all the videos if you can.
High-level Vulgus closing
Thank you,
in.
F-Lock.
Target this
Appreciate the
unit first.
vouch. Because the more that you guys watch, right, the less you'll be confused about what I'm doing on stream. Because once you know the process, it's literally iterative. You just do it over and over again. Like for me right now, farming weapon levels for piercing light, all I'm doing, all I'm doing after catalyzing it is just going through again and again. That's it. That's it right there. I'm just going through again and again until it levels up. Right now, it's gained 12 levels. I can probably, before the end of the stream, get this either all the way or almost all the way. Thank you, Angelo. Appreciate that. Thank you to all of you who register me as your content creator. It is extremely important to keep the channel going in that way, so thank you. I try my best. That's the first video for a lot of people. I'm glad it could help so many. Appreciate that, Rocket Man, but yes. I just hope that more people can tune into all the vids. That way, like, I know it takes a lot of time, but I promise you it's usually worth it. Usually. I've had very few videos that waste time. Usually. Because I just want to make sure that everybody knows what's up, you know? Everybody gets a chance and a fair go. The great thing about this one is that you get 25 meters of range. Feels good. The HP just depends, dude. Like, there's no right or wrong answer on hit points. It depends on your external component rolls, things like that. So I'd say use the amount of hit points that you feel comfortable with. More is always better, but just adjust until you feel comfortable. 15k sounds pretty good to me, in my opinion anyway.
Closing in. Target this unit first.
No problem. Hey, it's Variety. Happy to help. And Kakashi, I personally think block hyper mining is way better. That's my opinion. But running it with a bunny, your weapons level so fast, it's crazy. So I have strongly preferred block hyper mining. I mean, the bunny cave is good, don't get me wrong, but the reason I have a strong preference for block hyper mining is because weapon proficiency is based on how many enemies you kill. And the more enemies you kill, the better. So in a place like this where you can get a lot of kills really, really quickly, and of course you can also supplement said kills with people that are nearby, or like, see, you see that guy over there using Greg's? Okay, so they're nearby. And as long as they're within 150 meters, then their kills also give me XP for my weapon as long as the weapon is in my hand. I can just run around with piercing light and zapping everything and just absolutely, you know, wipe the floor with anybody. So, although it is really up to each individual person, And for the most part, block hyper mining truly does feel better to me. Because it's just easier to work with everybody, and you can clear 2 points at once or things like that. It works good. Gold farming, I use the bunny road. But since invasions exist, I don't need to gold farm anymore. Because invasions just give you so much gold every day. That's why they're fantastic. Once you get up to invasions, no need to even think about it. That's how I have 20 million gold. But like, of course I get some from here as well. And I've got so many marks of arrest from just doing this. But now I do this mostly for XP. You can also get decent gold here. Bunny is just good for farming, but it's up to you, variety. Like, if you want the variety, you can play Bunny. Bunny is a great farmer. She is basically the farming queen. But it doesn't mean that obviously she's the only option. If you like your Enzo and you like your Viesa and you feel like you're good at farming, then don't even worry about it. You know? I would say just keep going with that. Oh, I would farm a lot of gold back in the day because it was so difficult to get, but now with invasions, I just chill. Yeah, when it comes to Viennetta, I think it's gonna be quite a different experience.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Okay, 19 levels in one shot. You unlocked Hailey, but you're not receiving any mastery XP while playing. Is it bugged? No. As you level up Hailey, you should receive mastery XP. Unless you're already maxed out. But nobody's maxed out because the max is 30. Because I was able to receive mastery from Hailey. No problem. Just follow my farming build, Kakashi. You just need massive sanctification, then you can just crush everybody's souls. All you have to do is just run around block hyper mining, sanctificate, and that's it. If you don't need the defense on her, change the defense to maximize range on sanctification and you'll just see everything die in a huge radius. Or you can go biolab, yeah. It's up to you, depends on whether or not you have to level up any weapons. If you've got to level up weapons, I would say block hyper mining. Otherwise, you can go Biolab or Magister's Lab. But for Glay, because she's got a big AoE that doesn't do a lot of damage, I tell you block hyper mining is, in my opinion, better. Because Biolab is good, but I prefer that for characters that use mostly gun. Unless you want to go gun glaive from the start, then you can do that as well. But it's up to you. Genuinely your choice. Like, what I do may not be for everybody. And thank you to those 2 new people who registered me as the content creator. I appreciate that. Alright. Those who haven't yet, here's the link. Nightbot will put it up. Just hit that link, register me as your creator, and it'll be all good. Hey, what's up, Ash? It's not easy to catch me live. Depending on, like, if you got family and stuff like that. It can be pretty difficult to spend time watching a stream. So, thank you for that. Welcome. .30 p.m. for me in Australia. Weather's getting hotter though. Gotta admit that. Oh, come on. I hate that though. They need to fix that. This is one thing they must fix. Like, I get that their terrain doesn't always allow grabbing, but my god, it is annoying sometimes when you get stuck in the mid-slide animation. It's the same terminal for your infiltrations. You have to click on the actual invasion. It'll show you on the map where the invasion is, but you have to click on it.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first. Carson, how do you not know these things? But yes, go to the infiltration terminal, select the invasion, it has its own symbol, click that, and it'll say you can either do the operation or disrupt invasion. And take note that the invasions are easier now, so yeah, be aware of that. Nah, it's not a different overlay. What you do is you go to the infiltration terminal. I can show you after this run, okay? But you go to the infiltration terminal. All you gotta do is select the invasion and hit the disrupt invasion. Variety? No, I do not. I only play with top investors in my stream, so you have to be a high tier channel member, as in plus ultra and above. And you have to be somebody that's seriously committed to the stream. So why do we do this? There's a reason why we do it. It's because, number one, I'm a professional. So I have to be very, very careful with my career as a YouTuber. And number two, if the people whom I usually play with are practically family at this point, and because they invest so heavily in the channel, I know that they're not going to compromise anything or behave badly or start drama. So that's why we have that as a filter. In the past, we used to have a sort of open policy, but it didn't really work out well, and all it resulted in was more drama, more problems. So yeah. That is why now we have a simple system. Everyone can watch. We never make content like members exclusive unless it's like just some chill music videos or whatever that I put up. That one is members only. But beyond that, everything is available to everyone, except if you want to play with me, then that requires investment. Well, hey, it's Wawa. I'm glad you're ready to represent that, but please do not refer to a different game right now, okay? I am currently a content creator for the First Descendant, so please talk about First Descendant when you're here. Thank you. Yes, we're Labor Force 1 now. But thank you to everyone who does respect the fact that you know, we are ultimately just here to have a good time. So make sure that you guys understand that, again, as an official content creator, I have to focus on First Descendant. So I try to minimize my references to other games. Of course, it's been that long, wow. No problem, Variety. A lot of people do have this question, and a lot of people do ask about it, but like I said, I'm pretty chill on it, and I keep it simple, because, you know, no matter how much trolls at the start of this game tried to paint me as somebody that's greedy or doing this for money, I've had this policy for 3 years. And in 3 years, we've had one drama incident. One. That's how good this policy has been. So although many streamers might disagree and say, oh, you gotta play with your viewers, you gotta play with your subs. Nah. I don't believe in that. I play with my family. And those who want to become family, you gotta be invested. If you're invested, you're family. Yeah, I do. Because there's no need for me to, like, change my build too much. Even on the bossing build, I still use double HP because, quite frankly, you just don't want to die. So since I'm lazy to change too many of my mods, unless you really want to up your damage that much, you know, I just leave it. I just leave it in. It's okay for me. But if you're very interested in this build, I'll post it up because many people have like said, I've taught people how to vary the bossing build into this one on stream, but I think a lot of people still don't understand what to do when varying a build, so I will just post this up today because like people keep asking me about it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just give it to you guys. It'll be a lot simpler. But yes, when it comes to farming, although you don't really need hit points, basically you don't have to think too much. Just change your bossing build up a little bit, unless you really want to get down to the wire about all the extra stuff you need, but yeah. True.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Target this unit first.
Like I said, it's always up to each individual. You don't have like any I should say this, you don't have any forceful needs. So you can just do whatever you want most of the time. Most of the time. C is over there. See you later, Variety. Not really. I mean, it depends on your needs. If you just want the extra power, then why not? You know, that's my take on things. If you want the extra power, why not? You can drop 1 HP mod for Spear and Shield. It would give you quite a bit of extra power to run around with. And that might mean the difference in killing or not killing. So that's something you can think about. Yeah, you can always go with less. Like I said, there's never a right and wrong answer. I just leave mine like this because there's no reason for me to change. When's the legacy build video coming? Probably very, very late next week because I will need time to build up Catalyst again. I'm finishing up Hailey first. Hailey's taking priority. And that's why Piercing Light took priority as well. And during legacy, sorry, you'll have to wait. I also have a lot more that I want to test with Enduring Legacy, so do forgive me. But that's my ninja way of life. There are no mods on PC either. Using mods would not be allowed because there are no official mods here.
If somebody does mod their game, that's up to them, but they're not supposed to. And it can get you banned. So there are no official mods for this game. When people say mods, they're referring to modules. I don't think they're referring to actual game mods. Carson, yes, you have to finish the quest line to unlock invasions. If you've only got 60 hours, don't think about invasions right now, okay? What I want you to do is finish the normal storyline, build up your bunny, get your ultimate bunny, make her endgame first. Don't even think about invasions until you have an endgame character, because you won't be able to do them anyway. Invasions are designed as endgame content. So if you're already doing that, then you focus on that first. Make sure your bunny is fully built and ready to go. After that, clear the quest line. Because you get a quest that literally says, like, you know, once you're in hard mode, you get the quest and everything. It'll tell you can go through, rescue Hailey and all that, then you'll unlock it. You beat all the hard mode bosses and you've only got 60 hours in the game. Okay, then in that case, I find that pretty hard to believe, but hey. In that case, then go ahead. You're good to go. Then just beat the quest line and you should have invasions open. Either your RNG was very good, because 60 hours is pretty short, my guy. First of all, referring to other streamers doesn't make you look better. That just literally makes them look bad. So, sorry, but if you guys want to just come here and do that and troll, then goodbye. You'll just be banned. Now, guys, don't engage with anyone that refers to other content creators and stuff like that. We do not engage in drama. If you guys say things that are positive or negative about any creator, or you make any reference to a creator, that is absolutely not allowed, and it can start drama. So do not feed these trolls, okay, guys? Remember, here we have a strict policy. I'm a professional, and I treat everything professionally. Do not talk about other creators. We don't speak about them. We don't refer to them. We pretend they don't exist. That is the best way to do things, okay? And also, Carson, please call me robot. Do not call me Asian, because that is also against YouTube terms of service. If you refer to somebody by race, YouTube can take it negatively. I don't care, but as a YouTube partner, have to follow the rules and regulations. They pay my salary, so yes, please do be careful. All right, but yeah, we don't talk about other creators. We do not refer to them. All right, we don't start drama here. If you prefer other creators, you know, go ahead. You go watch them. You go do whatever. But I hope that none of my viewers will be assholes and literally go to somebody else's stream and say, oh yeah, this guy's trash, go watch my creator. No, don't do that. All right, people can prefer whatever creator they want. That's okay, Carson. I can probably tell that whatever creator it is might not be professional, because if they didn't tell you this before, any professional creator who knows their stuff will never refer to any other creator. Why? Drama avoidance is the biggest and best thing.
High-level voltage
Always,
closing
always
in.
remember,
Target this
you know,
unit first.
trying to make other creators look bad by going to another person's stream and being horrible or saying things, you know, that's not the right way. And I hope that your creators, your chosen creators, will teach you guys to behave better. Okay? So I wish you all very well, you lovely trolls, you know. You can come and try and be as racist as you want, but the more racism you do, you know, you're just going to keep getting banned from the channel. Your messages will simply be reported, okay? So yeah, just keep going with it and you will just be removed. Like, this doesn't even bother me. All it takes me is just one tap on my phone, like so, and your account gets banned, and there you go. But yeah, at the end of the day, we don't talk about other creators. If you prefer other creators, you know, that's up to you. But I want to be very clear here. We don't refer to other creators. We don't talk about them. We don't, you know, speak about them, because that's not the space for doing this. This is all about TFD. That's what we focus on. And if you want to engage with me, you engage with me. You don't like me, that's okay. All right? Play with the creators you feel like playing with, or engage with the creators you feel like engaging with. But I do have to be strict on one thing, and this is the only thing I will say. If you have chosen to support a different creator, do not come to my streams. It is best if you only come to my streams if you support me as a creator. Why? Because I don't want to be looking like I'm trying to poach from other people. That is one of the worst things that we can do in this industry, and we don't do that here. So, yeah. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it fresh. You know, let's have a good time. Oh yeah, they'll just be gone in a second. Doesn't even matter. They can keep trying. It's not gonna bother me. It's legitimately like just one tap on my phone. So, I mean, if they've got the time. Back in the day, we used to get 20, 30 trolls at once. These guys come one at a time. Like, it's just literally one dude who has multiple accounts. It's sad. Like, if they actually want to troll, I would suggest that they come on multiple accounts. Like, if they could come on multiple accounts, that would actually be great. Keep trying. Keep trying. But that is very, very sad and very disappointing.
New super chat received.
Oh, it's just one person with a different account. And unfortunately, and I do have to say this, like I said, this only makes those creators look bad, because some of them do actually tell their people to target people like me, but I refuse to play that game. I'm not into the whole mudslinging thing. I just chill and do my thing. If other creators want to mudsling, that's on them. You know, I wouldn't do that, and I would hope none of my people would do that. We just relax. And thank you, Star, for the lovely support. Appreciate that. Okay, we'll make this the last run. Actually, wait, it's already 3:55, darn. Alright, I'll exit after wave 2, and then I'll show the invasions. Well, Rocket Man, I have not tried that weapon, so I do not actually know anything about it. Therefore, I cannot give a judgment on it. In future, if I get a chance, I'll definitely try the weapon out. But yeah. Yeah, because I didn't realize it's 3:55. I thought I was going to do one more, then I'll show Carson the invasions and stuff like that, but I just realized it's 3:55, so I do have to go. So what I'll do is I'll show where to access the invasions after this, because I'm only halfway done with this, but I can finish it another day. I'll show Carson where to access the stuff, and then I will get out of here. Is that it for the trolling?
High-level Vulgus
These
closing
trolls
in.
these days, they
Target
lack
this unit
spirit,
first.
I tell you, ladies and gents. See you later, Sylph. We had, what, 5 of them? Come on. That's just one guy on 5 accounts. If you really wanted to see the old bloodbath, it was like, I think it was about 30 people on about 4 accounts each, so that was 120. Yeah. Yeah, those used to be the days. My mods would have to sit in chat for a little while and ban. It was like, it was like turkey shoot, you know? Nowadays, even the trolls are low quality. It's so sad. If these guys had some gumption, like them old day trolls, maybe it'd be worth worrying about. Last time it used to be Rena. Actually, no, Rena wasn't around at the time. He became a mod later on. It was actually Truffles, my younger brother, Daryl, my other younger brother, and a couple of other people. They had to deal with a whole bunch of stuff, and it was always just it was like really wild shooting. Kaz had to deal with a lot of it, so it was never easy. Okay, so when it comes to invasions, right after you finish the quest line where you rescue Hailey, it'll show you the symbol under infiltration operations hard. So you hit that symbol, and you've got invasion heart of the fortress, and you've got invasion the shelter. So all you gotta do is just go to either one of these. So this week they'll say disrupt invasion, and it says Legion Immortality. So there you go. They've also got the other one here, which is Order of Truth. So then you do this, you can do them twice per day. After you do 2 each, that's it. And then you wait for the next day. The invasion disruption rate will reach 100%. Okay? So I hope that explains invasions in clear detail. And that is how you access them. So make sure you completed your quest line first. And then, you know. That's about it. That's about it. You know, I don't think there's anything else. So thank you all very much. I hope you guys will continue to enjoy the streams and the shows. Do I think invasions are worthwhile after you get Hailey? I do it for the gold. Because the invasions give hella gold, so I haven't needed to farm gold at all. And even then, my marks of arrest have been building up, so I probably don't need to worry too much about any of this. You know, it's great. It's great, and I'm having a good time. So I do invasions still. Obviously, I'm going to end up with a lot of extra Hailey pieces, but yeah, you know, I'm pretty okay. I still do invasions just for the gold, mostly. There we go. By the way, dear trolls, please keep trying, because even until the end, all it takes me is a few taps. So, you know, if you have to devolve to insults, then that's not very good trolling. You guys should learn better trolling. Join the chill and chat room? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll come over there to give you all a slap. All right. Thank you all very much for joining us today. It has been a fantastic time. Okay. I hope you guys will continue to enjoy my streams and my work. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one. Bye. And yes, you'll be able to sell them at the new vendor. Yes. That's the last thing I'll say before I go. Okay.